Hello out there to all of the Lincoln High School graduates, alumni, and friends. This is Brent Wilcox reporting from Spokane, Washington, where I live now. You know, some of you will probably not recognize me. I'm from the class of 1970, and maybe this picture will help. This is a picture of Gary Goldstein and Keith Perez and I down at KIXI Studios, downtown Seattle, and one of our many trips down there using some of their equipment for some of the recordings we made of the Chanters and the Nonettes concerts in 1970 and a couple of years before that. But today's video is for the song that we all really grew to love and hate probably at the same time, because it was the audition song we had to have to get into the chorus, or any of the choruses that was led by Peter Bardon, our music director. You'll of course know this as You'll Never Walk Alone, but many of you don't know that this is a show tune from the 1945 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical play called Carousel. It was the second musical theater production that these two did after the 1943 Oklahoma show that they did on Broadway. It was done by a lot of different artists over the years, and you've probably heard it 100 times by 100 different people. But the version by Fred Waring with the Pennsylvanians is especially important to us, since Mr. Bardon always said that he had some history with Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians. Now, we don't know if he was a chorus member, a soloist, or part of the music collaboration team, a composer or arranger. We just don't know that aspect of it. But we do know about the song. And so here's a recording that Fred Waring and the Pennsylvanians did of this song. I'm guessing it was late 1940s, early 1950s, and appeared on a compilation album that was put out in the early 70s.
When you walk through a storm, keep your chin up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden.
Now, that beautiful song is, like I say, has been done by a lot of different people over the years. And what we all want to hear, though, is the version that we did of this song that we were all so afraid of, because it was an incredibly high range, tested the voices just exactly like Mr. Bardon wanted it to test. So here's the version that we did in the Two Music concert in 1970, the spring of 1970, with Mr. Bardon in attendance. And I believe we did this without any direction. Here's the song.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for listening to this little vignette of history. I hope to see you all sometime in the near future if we get together for a class reunion. But remember, me and Gary Goldstein and Keith Perez palling around during the concerts while we were also in many of the concerts to capture these songs and put out. We must have done 2 or 3 different record albums, all doubles or triples of LPs way back in the ancient times of 1970. Thanks very much. Again, it's Brent Wilcox in Spokane. Thanks.